Hi guys, so I'm tuning in from my favorite place ever. It is the beach. Yes, so today was an easy day for me. It was relaxing mostly. Slow morning. I got up the time that I wanted to, which wasn't too early. I had a few hour work day, so just 2 hours for the day. I wanted to tune in just to talk about something that has been heavy on my mind, nothing new. And the topic today is manifestation. I also want to say, the usual comment, like, and share the vibes. So, with that being said, manifestation is something that I like to say that I practice each and every day. I want to say also that my technique might be different from any and everybody else's. Everybody has their own way of doing things, including myself. So I do want to say to start that I do believe that manifestation starts with groundwork. It starts from within, and I do believe that a part of that is affirmations. So, affirmations are they slowly rely on repetition. So it does help to not only say it once a day, but it also helps to repeat it time after time. With that being said, conscious statements or phrases are what affirmations are, which are used to shift your mindset. It is to reprogram our mind, kind of override the negative thought pattern that we currently reside with. It also is a way to rewire your reality. So, the current algorithm that you currently may be living in is just life as we know it. However, you want to go about taking the initial steps to reprogram your reality and to become the person that you intend to be. So, for me personally, I intend to reach my highest self. I want to be my best self possible. And like I said, everybody's version of that looks different. My future goals are to become call me corny if you want, become a Pilates mommy. So currently, I do not have any kids. However, what I will do to step into that role is to wake up each morning. I'm not much of an early riser, so I would like for that to change because, starting your mornings off on a good foot, getting up early, getting the things that you need to get done sooner than later, absolutely sets the tone for the entire day. So I believe in getting up and making your bed. I believe in having a clean environment, taking care of body, a healthy mindset, a healthy system in order to fulfill the dreams, wishes, and goals that you intend. So, with that being said, I actually live in a city that's quite small, so we don't actually even have many classes that provide, or many buildings or facilities that provide Pilates. However, I've been recently getting up in the mornings and doing like just a half an hour routine of at-home Pilates. I'm still currently so overweight and somehow still gaining more weight than I need to. So I'm gonna start with little steps. It's taking baby steps, and in order to eventually make it to the bigger picture, the bigger goal, right? So with that being said, I do believe that manifestation takes more than just affirmations. Although manifestation is not just affirmations, affirming who you are and what you want are truly powerful. Within this society and day and age, you do have to know who you are and who you intend to be instead of listening to or just going with society, your group of friends, your coworkers' way of thinking or doing things, in order to really understand who you are outside of that and what you would like for yourself moving forward, looking into the future. It takes becoming the person you want to be in order to initiate the manifestation. So like I said, although I do not have children, I do intend to be a mother one day. And I do also overall want to be healthy. With that being said, I've went through some things, mentally, physically, emotionally, as I speak of like gaining weight and being extra overweight. I don't want that to be a problem in the future. I want to be able to take care of myself, whatever that means, and that to me means being healthy, so that I'm able to provide for my children and have a healthy environment, a healthy mother, father, and just a way of living for their upbringing, and just to provide those things that I maybe didn't have, and also that I had that worked for me. So something that I've noticed within myself is the stagnancy. So sometimes it's hard to get yourself out of a situation when you're looking to manifest. I've found that I've been stagnant for a bit, and the realization I've come to is that ultimately my old self is dying. The old version of me is dying, and I am grieving that. And so I feel like I've been stuck in this way of living where I've outgrown, and I've recognized that. However, it's just been hard for me to appeal myself from all that. So it's something that I am currently working on, and that takes time. It also takes, like I said, taking those little steps, the baby steps, doing the little things in order to eventually reach the end goal. I do feel like I said, everyone's concept is different for manifestation, but that's my primary and an initial way of manifesting. So, if you have any tips or ways of manifesting, then please let us know in the comments, because education is also wealth. Also, if you guys have any ideas of videos or topics that you would like for me to speak on, or things you would like to see from me, please let me know. I'm just, like I said, taking those baby steps in order to show up as my authentic self and the future me, and it took me years to show up on YouTube. I think I mentioned this before, in 2020, and didn't actually post anything until about 4 or 5 years later. So here I am taking those baby steps to show up as the person that I would like to be and I intend to be, and that's creating more content. So yeah, I hope you have a blessed day. Ciao from Canada.